welcome back. And what we're going to do today is we're going to solve for this free response question. And actually what we're going to be focusing on is part C right here. Okay, and in this part C, we're going to be looking for, I'm going to change my thickness. We're going to look to solve this differential equation. Solve this differential equation. Given an initial condition of f2 equaling 3. Had some questions on this. This has a slope field, and also when we solve for a tangent line, which is located right here. But in this case, we're going to solve for dy dx, all right, equaling y squared over x minus 1. Now, on the AP test, there was an average score of all those together, 4 out of 9. So a lot of people did pretty well because generally the average score is usually around a 3 or between 3 and 4. So this one was right around 4. But we're going to, without further ado, we're going to talk about how to get this answer. So how do you solve a differential equation? Well, to solve a differential equation, you first need to solve a differential equation. All right, solve differential equation. We are going to separate the variables. So step 1 is we're going to separate variables. All right, with that means we're going to put all the x's on one side, all the y's on the other. So here we're going to have dy over y squared. And this is we're going to have dx over x minus 1. So we kind of cross multiply and put those like that. Now, after you separate variables, the second step is now, all right, step number 2 is we're going to integrate both sides. Find the antiderivative. Integrate, all right, both sides. So to integrate both sides, we're going to rewrite this a little bit. This side is not too bad. So when we integrate both sides, all right, this side with respect to y to the left and to the right with respect to x. This one we're going to have, I'm going to first rewrite it as y to the negative second dy. This other one's not too bad. We have 1 over x minus 1, which is going to be the natural log of x minus 1. And that's going to be plus c. Don't forget your c right here. All right, remember c. Like remembering the Alamo, if you're into history. All right, but we want to remember c, our constant. Okay, and then we're going to continue on. And so right here, we're going to have negative y to the negative first, using the power rule of integration, and that's equals the natural log of x minus 1 plus c. From here, step number 3 is now we solve for c. All right, now solve for c using initial condition. Using our initial condition. So how do we do that? Well, we take our point and we plug it in essentially. So here we're going to have negative 1 over 3. This we're going to have natural log of 2 minus 1. And then we're going to have plus c right there. 2 goes in for x and 3 goes in for y. From that point, what we have is natural log of 2 minus 1 is 1. Natural log of 1 is 0. And so c is going to equal negative 1/3 for our answer. Okay, the final and fourth step, okay, step number 4, is we're going to solve for y. Solve for y, or you may know that as the dependent variable. Dependent variable. So we're going to take our value, we're going to plug it back in there, and so what we have is negative 1 over y equals natural log of the quantity x minus 1, and that's going to be minus 1/3. From here, what we can do is if we want to eliminate that little fraction right there, so it makes it a little bit easier, I'm going to multiply both sides by negative 3. And so when I do that, what we'll have is 3 over y equals negative 3 natural log of x minus 1. That's going to be plus 1. Cross multiply, and we have for our final answer, y is going to equal 3 over, all right, negative 3 natural log of x minus 1 plus 1 that, my friends, is your answer. Okay. Key thing is when you're going through and solving this, okay, key thing going through, separate variables. Once again, integrate both sides, okay, make sure you do that correctly and efficiently. Remember your C, solve for C, all right, that's your initial condition, and then solve for Y or whatever the dependent variable in this case is going to be. You didn't need to necessarily do this, but I like to make sure we don't have a fraction in the denominator. So that's what we have. Okay. Well, I hope this helps you out in how to solve some various differential equations. I'll throw in some other videos to help you figure this out as well. All right, good luck and God bless in the rest of your problems.